I don't know about our Australian accent though. Alright. G'day mate, Leah Michelle here. And we're coming at you from the August 9th, 2017. What we have here is we're going to have a man. That's a really bad, hang on, let me get it back again. We got a man tax here. I'm going to get back to the Australian once I can get into the flow again. I lost it. Started out all right. And then it just left. It vanished. All right.
Australia. You do it. Mine is horrible.
In Australia, the vegan cafe charges men an extra 18% to protest the nation's gender pay gap. A vegan eatery in Australia is charging male patrons an 18% surcharge as a way to protest the nation's gender wage gap. Handsome Her. What is that? Handsome Her?
Handsome Her.
Handsome Her. I don't know how you would even say that. Cafe in Melbourne, which just opened up for business last week, announces its policy on a chalkboard board inside the establishment, citing a statistic, I'm losing it, that the average Australian female worker earns 17.7% less than the average Australian male worker. The surcharge is donated, I'm going to get it worked out here, to a women's service. Now, here's the thing that really got me when I read that, and I'm not a perverted person, but they're saying that it was donated to a women's service, and I was like, what kind of service is she servicing? All right. Despite significant backlash on social media, the cafe's owners appear determined to continue their gender-based surcharge. CNN reported, noting that the cafe reports men have patronized the cafe, donated money above and beyond the surcharge. We've had men travel across the country to visit us to visit us and pay the man tax and throw some extra donation in the jar.
Doesn't that just go to show you how awesome some of these Aussie men are, actually?
So like, they're seriously. Not chauvinistic pigs.
They're like, little lady,
they're like apologists.
I see what you're trying to do, and I will help take care of the little women as well.
Oh my
because
gosh.
it's just mind-boggling to me. It's when it's like a little child sets up a lemonade stand, and you go ahead and you tip them. This is women playing this weird card, acting like the victim, right? And acting like a child.
Yes.
And then the men, oh, well, okay, all right, mate.
All right.
Well, just treat you like one is ready. So,
in addition to the gender surcharge, women are accorded priority seating in the eatery, a policy they also announce on a chalkboard inside the establishment.
Men have their own spaces, and we're not allowed into. So why not have a space for women?
Where are these men going that you're not allowed? Because I'm pretty sure, like, if I wanted to walk into a male strip club, I could. Like, I don't think they would stop me. So I'm not understanding where you're not allowed.
Here's a chalkboard. I can't do it. I'm sorry. This space is by women for women, and to me, it's just. You know, we brought it to you because it was so funny.
Rule number 3 says respect goes both ways. We're not talking about equality because you just tip the scales in the other direction, and that is the problem that we have across the board with this third wave feminism. Okay, they got equality a long time ago, and now they are wanting like men to be apologetic and oh my gosh, yes, I have man privilege.
I'm so sorry that you're a woman. I'm so sorry you're not paid enough. I'm so sorry you're not in the STEM. I'm so sorry there's sexism everywhere we turn. Listen, guys and gals, just cut it out. Okay, I get discriminated against. I have been discriminated against when I was younger. For economic reasons, so like
being poor.
Yeah, so
the color of my skin didn't matter. I lived in government housing with a bunch of black kids, and I was treated just as bad.
So I have experienced all kinds of bad things from all kinds of bad people. Whether they're it's just inside people. And so when you look and you say you're a male, you're a female, I'm going to treat you different. I'm going to treat you different, even when you're trying to tip the scales backwards.
It's a prejudice again.
It's like when somebody comes up and hits you and you just hit them back, right?
Yeah.
And You could ask maybe for a donation for the cause because you think this is a big deal. But there are a lot of reasons in this pay gap. Now, I'm going to debunk it a little bit. I don't have my statistics here. I have read them. I have seen them.
We have brought them to you.
Men and women at the same position do not have this 18% pay gap. What happens is women enter the workforce, right? And they average out their average pay, and then they come out because guess what? Men can't have babies, so women have babies. So women take care of babies. So then women have this, and then it seems like forever women are so upset about this that I left the workforce to take care of my babies, and then I tried to enter it back, and then I can't ever earn $5 million a year like he can because he was there and he didn't have to have the babies. But guess what? This is the real world. Women have the babies. They feed the babies. They care for the children. This is how this works. If you don't like it, go to another planet.
Here's the thing,
because
guys.
this is how this works here. This is called humankind. We raise animals. Guess what? The men sit around and do nothing while the women do all the work.
Here's the thing. If a man, let's say the woman has the baby, the man, and this happens nowadays, leaves the workforce, let's say for 10 years, to raise this child. Kudos to the man. Then he wants to enter back into the workforce. He's not gonna get the same amount of pay, and he's gonna have to start practically all over again because he's been gone for 10 years.
I'm wondering what the men who have had their jobs taken away, like by big companies, who right before they go into retirement, they get fired. I'm wondering how they feel when they have to go back into the workforce.
Right.
Like that certain person's dad who was making a ton of money, and then they fired him from a huge money-making job, and now he's working like a night shift at like a boxing company.
Right.
I'm wondering if he's feeling that gender pay gap there in box company world.
No.
So I'm
but
just
this
saying,
is a white male, Leah, so he has white privilege to be the maintenance man at the box company.
I know so many white males who are not making it, who don't have these great fantastic jobs, who are capable and smart and well educated, but older men trying to switch jobs or switch careers. It's almost impossible. There's a huge prejudice against age. What about the ageism tax? If you're young, you know what? You have to pay an extra 20% because young people get jobs easier than older people. Let's just charge everybody everything and then we'll have a long list of who's more a victim. Right? So if you're,
I think in all honesty that old people are way more of a victim in the pay gap than women, and that is hands down. That's not just my opinion. I know this for a fact, and you guys do too. Count on your hand, you actually would need your toes as well, for all of the people that you know over, like, let's say the age of 50 or 60 that have tried, that are very, very well qualified and know far more than these stupid millennials in their 20s and 30s, and yet they can't get an equal paying job. Right. Where is the outcry amongst young people trying to defend? You're all so selfish.
No.
You're so selfish. It's the women.
There's a great job for them, Michelle. Walmart.
Stop it.
Walmart at the greeters. That's where
I'm sorry.
That's where everyone goes.
You women are completely selfish. Where are the people that are not in that specific minority persecuted group standing up for those people? We got women here standing up for women. Well, guess what? It would be far, you know what, goes around, comes around, pay it forward, that sort of thing. If you want more equality amongst women, go out and seek it for somebody else.
Bingo. If you are really literally being persecuted and there's something unequal, the way I think my mom would always say, if you're having troubles or something and you're trying to focus on yourself, go help somebody else who's having more problems than you are.
Exactly.
And you'll get your mind off of your little petty problem.
Yes.
So you just have to don't pet the sweaty stuff and don't sweat the petty stuff.
I think it's backwards. It goes, you say the other one first, but it doesn't matter whichever way you say it.
Don't pet anything sweaty.
All right, you guys. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
I was cold all alone. No place for home every day. So afraid. what you call